So when it came to selecting a choreographer for this project in South Florida, I just knew the fluidity, the sense of spirit that David and his company have would fit very well with what these parks represented. And in each case, in each of these Face of America segments, we really try to carefully think about the choreographer and how they direct their movement and how that would work with the environment that we have in these four parks here in South Florida. David also had some history in South Florida, so I knew he understood the area and knew what he was getting into, well, as much as he could when you get into these projects. As I've had the opportunity to watch David and his dancers create site-specific work here for this project in South Florida, it's really been amazing to watch how versatile and their ability to adjust to the environment, because as I described, there are a lot of environments here to adjust to. So I've seen them do work, everything from fishes in Hurricane Creek to the hurricane, to dancing with the wind, the movement of the wind and the hurricane. Perhaps my favorite was watching them come out of the sawgrass as alligators. And I don't know where they did their homework on alligator movements, but they really had it down well. And to see that coming right out of the environment, which is what this is about. It's about capturing that environment and, as I say, that spirit of the park. And so to have those alligators, human dancers as alligators coming out, was very genuine. I mean, there was a real genuine sense of this. You might think, oh, that's kind of funny, but it is real, and it may be a little funny as you watch it, but it has a real sense of capturing that spirit of the alligator, which is an important part of the ecosystem here in South Florida. And then finally, to end up shooting here in Dry Tortugas National Park, this fort, a place that defended this country's freedom, continues to represent freedom as a number of immigrants have come, landed here, seeking freedom. So there's just this real spirit. And so the dance itself, in fact, I just said this to David as we wrapped this morning's shoot. I said, that you could really feel that. You could get that sense of freedom and that joy that is experienced. That's what I was seeing in the dance. So that's really what you're seeing, and again, such a wide variety. I'm very excited about putting the whole production together and to see start from finish as we've organized this particular Face of America, to see us go through those elements of birds and fish and alligator and hurricanes and ultimately freedom.
Having the Face of America here at Big Cypress today has been extremely special. I'll tell you that a year ago, when the people from Wolf Trap came to Big Cypress to explore the opportunity to come down here to film a segment of the Face of America, I truly did not understand exactly what to expect. The idea was to tell the story of these natural places in South Florida through performance and dance, and not being somebody that does dance and performance. That whole concept to me was very, very foreign. But I tell you that walking into that boardwalk today, where the filming was taking place, and seeing all of the equipment and the dancers in the water, very relaxed, acting as birds, it was just an experience that I've never had here at Big Cypress before. As I watched them being filmed, they really became one with nature. It was truly unbelievable. When the dancers came out of the water, I immediately rushed to them because I wanted to congratulate them. I wanted to embrace them, because I have never seen a performance where the performer truly becomes one with the stage, in this place, the natural stage, which I can imagine, as I'm not a performer, it must be a very, very difficult thing to accomplish, and they did it beautifully. And what was fascinating is that the performers that went into the water to perform today had never had an experience with this place. They came here today before the sun went up. It was dark. And so I asked them, how did you feel? Were you scared going into the water? And they said at the beginning, when I stepped my foot in the water, I was scared. But the place really truly had a special effect on each one of them, which it does for everybody else that comes to the swamp, which is a calming effect. When they stepped in the water to do the performance today, they forgot about the fact that they did not know this place. They forgot about the fact that they were unfamiliar with the swamp. And the swamp itself calmed them to the point where they forgot about the cameras. They forgot about the people that were watching over them. And they truly got into the performance in a manner that was unbelievable to me.
I'm excited because I think that we do have an Artist in the Parks program, and we have poets and sculptors and photographers and writers, but I don't think we've ever had dancers. So this is the first time that I really love people that could really, I think one of our major goals here is to educate people about this place and to be attracted to it and come and visit and bring families. And I think this is just one other dimension of the Everglades that is new, and I think it's really exciting.
Some of the shows that come out of Wolf Trap National Park are absolutely phenomenal. And I hope this one is going to help the people who see it, who've never been here and maybe never will get here, to see that national parks in South Florida are actually here and are really important, and have this ability to connect with Americans, have ability for Americans through dance, through film, through the lights that you see coming through the trees, have this connection with people to make them better understand what the United States is about, what's special about our country, what makes it important for us to be the best that we can in this world that we live in.